Fatima, it's Friday. I want to make this quick because I'm at my dad's right now and he's coming back with pizza. You did a book review last time. I wanted to spice things up and do the exact same thing and do a book review of Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Now, I'm not actually finished with it. I'm only about less than halfway through, but oh my god, it is really good. I mean, it's not written in the traditional format. It keeps having these little interludes in it, which are supposed to be like bits and pieces from Abraham Lincoln's personal journals. I feel silly because I have mine in the large print edition because it came quicker at the library. It really builds up this story about Abraham Lincoln's life that you never really considered before, and I mean, for obvious reasons, because it's got vampires in it. It creates this completely new way of looking at Abraham Lincoln. I mean, he was this fantastic president that we remember for various things, the Emancipation Proclamation, the Civil War, his assassination, but we never really thought about the kind of person that he was. I mean, for all we know, he could have been a vampire hunter. We don't know. I mean, how much do you really know about the people that you're taught about in history class? It makes you really want to learn more about Abraham Lincoln and his past and his history and his policies and his personality. It was written by Seth Grahame-Smith, who also wrote Pride and Prejudice and Zombies and Unholy Night. I did read Unholy Night, which was a fantastic story about the background behind the three wise men of the Nativity story. Seth Grahame-Smith has this way of bringing you back to these old stories that you knew from when you were little, but never really thought about in a more extensive way. Reading a book by Seth Grahame-Smith is like being in a conversation with somebody who's not paying attention to you, so you just start talking about random stuff, like saying, so I went to the store the other day, and then realizing they're not paying attention and going on and saying, and then I slaughtered 12 zombies. He's really bringing an eye back to history and back to the stories that we knew and reminding us these people were people and they could have secrets that we never even thought about. I mean, I know I, for one, didn't really care about the three wise men until I read Unholy Night, and now I want to know, what kind of life did they lead? Who were they? Where did they come from? And Abraham Lincoln, what are the things about him that I never knew before? Now, somewhere in this video I have to mention the movie, which I haven't seen yet, but I'm so excited to see, especially now that I've read the book. Well, partially read. I'm really eager to see what they've done with it. I mean, is it going to be complete crap? Is it going to be anything like the way that this is written with little snippets from each part of the story, or how are they going to pull it off? Because this isn't written like a traditional story. It's actually a lot like reading a historical non-fiction novel in the way that it's written, and it just has parts thrown in. It's a lot like Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, which is also by him, which basically takes a lot of the original story and words from Jane Austen's classic and just puts his own on and puts his own twist on it. That's a lot like this. It's not what you'd expect, and it's certainly something you have to keep an open mind to. I think it's just for people who like history but are just kind of bored by it sometimes. The first time I ever heard mention of this book was in my 8th grade social studies class when one of the other history teachers burst in and said, "This is the best book ever, you have to read it." I saw the title and thought it was just completely ridiculous. But despite its fantasy, it's really good. I would definitely recommend it. And I'm not even halfway through. Well, that's it for me today. Bye for now. See you on Monday. My mom got me this shirt. It's a hungover Edgar Allan Poe saying nevermore.